Same old stuff with y'all. It's the same old stuff with y'all.
We're here to beat the Disney ESPN channel. Those are the people we have to surpass. And we're going to help you one day at a time get this done.
Get her done.
Let's kick their ass. I'm not Stephen A. Smith. I'm not some Disney character. What is wrong with this individual? I've been doing this 27 years. That's a fact. Disney ESPN ain't gonna help you because none of them know the right side. Trust me, they know nothing.
I don't know anything about the business, I told you.
If they had good handicappers, I wouldn't have to do this show. We're crying out loud. Here we go, baby. We're gonna make it rain.
Show me the money.
We'll be dancing around. We have the freedom to express ourselves. This is freedom right here. They don't have that on Disney.
Nope.
Hell no.
And that's why one day we're gonna surpass Disney. This is America here, baby.
I'm a goddamn American icon.
Capitalism at its finest. I'm here to win. That's right. Little technical error there, gurus. We are here to win. And if Disney ESPN had good handicappers, I wouldn't have to do this show. But you know what? They don't. Right? But we do, gurus. We're going to kick some ass, baby. Welcome to Sports Guru Live, Las Vegas, Nevada, the greatest city in the world. And I want to welcome all the new TikTok and Twitter X followers. Welcome to the show, gurus. This is your show. And this is about our 10th week. We've been doing this. Yeah, we started from the beginning, and now we're just moving right along. And we're going to be successful, gurus, because we're going to win. We're winning right now. We had another winning day yesterday. If you went on TikTok or Twitter X, you saw I gave out a 4-team round robin, and that all hit. The other one went 1 and 2. But, you know, when you hit a 4-teamer, that accelerates your money a lot more. So we like to throw those 4-teamers in once in a while. When you gurus who've been with us early, you're fully aware of that. So we're going to have a lot more of those gurus. In fact, we have 2 round robins today I'm going to share with you on the show, and we'll get into those for a second. But, you know, I always talk to my viewers and I tell them, look, we got to celebrate when we win. Okay. We have to do that. And we had a winning day again yesterday. And I talked about that on the show the last 3 days. We had Tuesday off, but the last 3 shows, I said, we're going to start winning. So what you want to do is you want to go on that ESPN app, download it on your phone, and start taking some money from these people. Okay. Because, you know, they've been lining their pockets for a long time here, gurus. So we got to make it rain, right? We got to make it rain. We got to take their money, right? They're not here to help you. You know, I get little text messages from Stephen A. Smith, and you know, he's talking about all this shit. Oh, well, I don't even know what he asked, what he did today. Who cares? Something about the Cowboys. And then I hear yesterday he wants to debate Donald J. Trump, right? My president. Are you kidding me? He'll tear this guy into shreds. And he certainly doesn't want to debate the guru. He's got no chance in hell, gurus. And I will chime right now. Bring it on. You have go on there tomorrow. I'll kick your ass, brother. You can't even reach home plate when you pitch. Ball bounced in the dirt. Are you kidding me? You don't bet. You told everyone you don't bet. You're proud of that. Well, guess what? We do bet. We bet and we win. That's right, because we work our ass off, gurus. That's why we win. 25 years experience, gurus, helping people make money in a very sophisticated profession, right? It's not something, you know, if you're new to sports betting, you're tuned into the right guy here. I've been doing this I've been doing this longer than Stephen A's been a reporter. How do you like that? All right. And bring it on. Can't beat the guru. Yeah, they gave me China virus 7 times in the last 3 years, maybe 8. Who knows at this point? You can't stop, guru. You can't. You slowed me down. You sure did. Yeah, the last 5 weeks haven't been easy on guru. We managed. And now, guess what, gurus? We're going to start kicking their ass. So get on that phone, download your little ESPN app there, and start punching these bets in. Today we have 2 round robins, 4 in college, 2 in the NBA. And I've been telling the gurus on the show that we've got 5 more strong weeks of this winning, gurus. We got a lot of money to be making here. We have a lot of games. Obviously, tomorrow's a big day for us, and I believe it's going to be a big day. I really do. It's going to be a very special day, gurus, and I want you all to be here and enjoy that. Now, I don't do a show on Saturday. It's just too much work. Mark and I spend at least about 6 hours on putting everything together. That includes the games, how I'm going to bet them, putting him in the right columns. If you look at yesterday, you'll notice on the social media platforms for the show, I went 3-0 and 1-2. We added San Diego Gurus because that was something that got overlooked somehow, but we did add it into the TikTok and the Twitter X platforms. And that, if you notice, the 4-teamer won and the 3-teamer lost. That's called exceptionalism, Guru. That means I know how to put these games in the right place. That's why you're watching me right now. You're no longer going to you wake up, you turn Guru on, and you bet and you make money. That's really pretty much how it's going to be. I want you to be responsible, gurus, okay? I've been talking about that from the beginning. I want you to be responsible. I want you to be here with me for the long haul. Don't let a day or two take you out. Okay. Sure, you can make more when I'm running good, and we're running good right now, and that's probably going to continue. But I want you to be smart. All right. That's why you're listening to me. I help my clients in a lot of different ways. I help them not only for the games that are happening today, but I help them understand the future, forecasting what's going to happen in the near future. And I've been sharing that with you, gurus, since day one. I tell you when I think we're time for us to start winning now. I've said that. It's happened already. We had 2 straight weeks of winning in the NBA. It was solid as a rock, just kicking ass. And we've maintained a strong an advantage in the NBA, and now the college is just going to start cranking, gurus. That's the way it works. 5-2 yesterday. Okay. I think for the week, we're 13-5. Yeah, that's a good start. We want to put it away on Saturday. Today, we're going to play a little bit with these games. Hopefully, we'll hit at least one of these round robins, gurus. We have a couple NBA. I'm going to get into that in a second. Just to clarify, the videos on Saturday usually come out early. So I want you to set your indicators on your phones. I will release these games as early as 8 in the morning. That's when we get them out. You want to give yourself time, gurus. And I want to remind you, I'm a guide first for you, right? I'm not trying to tell you what to do. I'm giving you a guide to being successful sportsman. I've been doing this a long time. So if you like something more, that's up to you. You do what you want, but just be responsible. We're going to get there day at a time. Stay with the guru. We're going to make this thing happen. And just understand these people on Disney, ESPN, and all these other game day shows, they don't know their head from their ass, right? They don't know how to handicap. They don't. That's a fact. That's why I started this show. There's no other option for people. I know that. I can tell they don't know what they're doing. It's very obvious. And what's worse, gurus, is the betting shows they actually put on these shows. They're terrible, right? But think about it. Why would they want you to win if they have their own app, ESPN? Isn't that kind of contradicting, right? Why would you listen to the people on their network when they have their own betting app? Think about that. I love it. So what are we going to do? Hell, I had nothing to do with this network, Disney. I think they're a bunch of woke freaks, if you want to know the truth. So what we want to do is we want to kick their ass, right? Make them pay, right? That's what we're doing. That's what we're here to do. We're also here to win an election next year. We're going to make America great again. You're damn right we are. We had enough of this insanity. We're going to take care of business here. Mr. Trump's going to take care of the political side, and Guru's got you on the sports betting. And together, baby, we're going to win, baby, win. We're going to win so much, you're going to want to keep winning, right? We're going to have fun, Gurus. So stay with me for as long as you can. As long as you're alive, you got the Guru on your side. Just remember that. So let's get into the first round robin, Gurus. We're going to go into college basketball here. We want to take, we're going to stay in the Metro Athletic Conference. They're generally a conference, them and the Ivy League, they generally play on the same day. The Ivy League is nuts, right? I don't even think you can, I don't know what's happened to the Ivy League. I know from a betting standpoint, it's always been a bit challenging to win in that conference. And now they're look at this. I don't know what's going on in these schools anymore. They used to be elite institutions, and now they're cuckoo, all of them. Whatever. That's their problem. Don't have anything in the Ivy today that we can speak of. I did take a look for you, but here's what we have, Gurus. So we're going to take Niagara on the road, and in this situation here, they're top players out. We believe for St. Peter's. That's the indication that we're getting in this game. And without him, that obviously gives us an advantage. You know, one thing about the college basketball is they don't go quite as deep as the NBA, right? You can get away. For example, look at the Lakers yesterday, right? They have two guys out. Technically, their best two players, right? Who knows anymore? And they beat Boston on the road. I think Boston had one or two losses at home all year. All right. They went up to 15. I actually bet the Lakers, and I talked about it on the show. I said, I'm going to bet the Lakers. And I did. But, you know, I don't know. I looked at their roster. I thought I liked their roster, the Lakers. I do. I like their team. They're underperforming this year, but I think that's about to change. You know, when you can go on the road like that and win without your two stars. And again, James is aging now, right? He's a tremendous player. He's still a very good player at his age. But Davis he gets hurt all the time. He shows up some games, he doesn't. Whatever. You know, they're mediocre record-wise. I don't believe they are. Remember, keep in mind, Gurus, they went to the Western Conference Finals last year. Looks like we have a comment here from somebody. Okay. All right. That's my mom. There you go. That's looking good. Thanks, Mama. I love you. There we go. And this is Mark. Okay. MAA good tonight. Right, Mark. You got that. You got that right, my friend. And you know what we're going to do? One of these games, Gurus, we're going to hit that twice. We're going to hit Maris twice in this position. So let me get back to the games here, Gurus, for you. A little early comments there to get the show going. Right back where we started from. All right, we got Niagara on the road. And again, so getting back to the depth, you know, they don't have their best player, we believe. You know, there's no scientific proof of this, Gurus. So what I use is the money line indicators. If you live anywhere near the school, send me a comment. Right? Now, what's going to happen is this show's going to be so big one day that I'll be able to get information from you guys. All right? That'll help everybody. The line will go crazy, right? But that's what we're here for. We're fighting back, right? This is us against them, Gurus, right? Donald Trump is a 1% candidate. Now he's dominating the party. And how do you do that? You just be good at what you do. That's why you do it. We are exceptional. We're exceptional. We're not good. We're exceptional here. That's why we're here. That's why we do what we do. We love what we do. We kick ass, right? These people got no shot. Wait till Stephen A wants to debate Trump. Are you kidding me? The guy can't even reach home plate. Doesn't bat. What the hell does he know? Take me and Trump on. You got no chance, my friend. We will kick your ass, Stephen A. Bring it on. Anyway, back to the games. Marist on the money line. So this is our team. We like this game. We think they're going to win, Gurus. You know, the MAC's an interesting conference, right? It's an interesting conference. They all are. And then we're going to finish with Fairfield. I'm going to talk a little bit about last night. They're getting 5 over at Iona. Iona's got a new coach this year. That's interesting. You know, Patino used to be their Gurus. a couple years ago. And look what he's doing at St. John's. They're playing good basketball. If you look at Pitino's roster, every one of his starters comes from a different university last year. Right? He said, all right, I'll take the job. You're just going to get all my players. That's the portal gurus, right? We're dealing with the portal. So you have to learn how to handicap that, right? Because, things are changing. Life changes. The world changes. And they do this stuff. I'm not sure how much they do it to affect handicapping. I like it, actually. I think if I was playing at this era, I would love to be able to switch teams the next year. It's true. Back Gurus, when I played, and my brother, he got a scholarship to San Diego State as a time great athlete. Imagine if he felt that good where he could have just went to another school. It didn't work out at San Diego State. Right. So he wanted to go somewhere else. Back then, it didn't work that way. They question you. Why didn't it work out? Right. Did you do something wrong? No, the coach was a fucking asshole. How about that? I don't want to play for him. He lied to me, told me this, that. I show up, all these players are here that they said weren't going to be. That's why you want the portal gurus. You want it because the player has more power then. And think about this. When you get the opportunity to play in a school that you want to play in, as opposed to the school you got stuck with when you recruited there, that's freedom, gurus, right? That's why we do this show, freedom of expression, gurus, right? So you get choices now in the portals. The smart coaches are taking advantage of that, and that's why St. John's is a very good team this year. They do have at least one NBA player, if not two. Definitely, they have one. Their center. Yesterday, I just want to go over. I know these games are out here. I'm going to put them back up for you guys. I didn't talk enough about the games yesterday. We did hit a 4-teamer. That's not easy to do, gurus. But what I want to share with you is the fun aspect of this business. I'm watching the San Diego game last night, right? This is great. I got Lavins, the head coach of the San Diego Toreros, however you say it. Somebody help me with that. And he used to be an announcer with Brent Musburger. I really liked him I wish he'd have stayed doing that. He's good. He was good. He is a good coach, gurus. He actually has Tyus Edney, who I believe he coached at UCLA, on his coaching staff. I think this team will be special. They're overachieving anyway. They had a very good preseason. That means pre-conference season. And he did it by bringing in a young team. He has some young freshmen there, right? And they're fun to watch. They covered the 18. I think we were getting 18 and a half. That was great. I'm watching these kids who he brought in he brought in his backups midway in the second half. Actually, early, he said, screw it. My starters are getting their ass kicked. I think they were down 26 points. And he brings in the backups. They start hitting threes. And the other coach for San Francisco leaving his players in. I go, why don't you take them out? You're going to win the game. So 5 minutes. Take the players out, you moron. What if one of them gets hurt? You're going to win. Anyway, they did. They did it just enough for us to cover the back door. Had a good day. We hit the other 3 college games. And that's exciting, gurus. We have to gloat and be happy, right? You celebrate. What the hell are we doing this for if we're not celebrating our wins? Are you kidding me? Is it cockiness? You're goddamn right. It's confidence, I call it. We're supposed to win. Are you kidding me? That's what we do here. We work hard. We win. That's what we do here. You want to watch videos and you want to listen to morons? Turn ESPN on. Go ahead, watch it as much. But at noon, you know where to come to. You know where the source is for you now. You don't need these people. They're just trying to mess with your head. I got a video. I'll put up my producers here. They made these videos for me. Main Stage Pro. If you're thinking about doing what Guru is, anything you want to do, whatever it is, and you want to do a show, go on Main Stage, talk to David, right? He's the CEO. And, or you can text Guru, he'll give you tips if you don't want to do that. If you want to email me, you can do that. and I'll give you some tips on what you can do as well, gurus. And I want people to be successful, gurus. That's why you're watching me. If I had someone like me when I first came out here with my brother, things would have been a lot different. But now you have that platform. I'm giving that to you, my experience, and all the vast experience I have. Tomorrow's going to be a vast day of a lot of games, gurus. But I want to remind you, hitting a 4-teamer is not easy. It's certainly not. Hitting a 3-teamer isn't. But now we're in the right time of the year for this to be happening more, gurus. So I want you to get ready, have some fun. You wake up, right? Go to your frat party the night before. Click on your TikTok or your X. My friend there, Mr. Musk on Twitter X. And what the Guru's got this, punch it into your ESPN app and go back to sleep, right? And so you wake up later. Oh, God, I remember those days, Gurus. I remember you young guys and gals. Also, I appreciate the women watching this show. Women have very good instincts, Gurus. I know a couple that love the handicap. Very good instincts. Women have to protect their children. So they're hyper instinctual. They're very instinctual people, and don't underestimate their intelligence, right? But they're not as crazy as Guru, right? Guru's been doing this 25 plus years. So you got to be a little nuts. But you got to be a little nuts to be great. You look at all the painters and the scientists and all the people that have been great. They've all been a little crazy, right? That's right. I love it. Yeah. Let's have some fun, Gurus. Here we go, baby. Back to business as usual. Let's see here. Let's get up here now. Oops. It's not this one. It is. There you go. Move this up here, Gurus. All right. Now we're getting the second round robin here. Throwing a little NBA action here tonight, Gurus. A little worried. Now, the NBA has been interesting, right? I haven't been as aggressive as normally I am with it. However, we're doing well in it. For the last month we've been winning in it is what we've been doing. And it's a long season, Gurus. We have a lot more NBA to go than we do college basketball. So we have time in the NBA. So what I do is I'm reading the board, understanding the trends, and I'm trying to meet everything about in the middle. We can go either way on the NBA as far as when I look at a matchup. I don't care. I'll bet either side. It doesn't matter. There really is no one way to win at this. For Mark and I, we're matchup people. We look at it, and whoever we feel has the best matchup. That means the best opportunity to make a financial advantage on that position. That's what we go with, Gurus. That's what we're delivering to you. That takes work. It takes a tremendous amount of experience. You must do the work, though. I don't care how smart you are. You still have to wake up and put time into this. I had the China virus for several weeks, and that's what set me back. And for you Gurus who've been with me from the beginning, you saw me struggling on the show. I had my Kleenex here. I went through about 4 boxes in 2 days. It was just grueling. I'd get done with the show. I'd have sweat all over my body. That's what that virus does to us. It tries to take us out, but can't stop Guru. Nobody can stop Guru. Not going to happen. Just like Mr. Trump, he got China virus, and he can't. Look at him. He's going to win the election now, and we need that. So anyway, Gurus, with that being said, we got the Wizards at home. Now, Miami's lost a lot of games, Gurus, right? They finally won the last game at home against Sacramento. And we understand they need to start winning, and they will win this game. Almost for sure they'll win this game. There is no guarantee. Now, in this situation, I'm taking the points. That's a big enough number for me to go ahead and give the Wizards a shot today in this position. Understand, though, Gurus, Miami's going to start winning here. They have a good team. They went through a slump. They picked up Rozier from Charlotte. He's done them wrong. He doesn't fit. So they're probably not even going to play him that much. We'll have to watch how Spo handles this situation. But notice when he's come in, they've gotten worse. And that can happen, Gurus. A guy doesn't really fit into the lineup, trying to find his way, and they get discombobulated. One thing about Miami is they have their system-oriented team. They've had the same coach for what, a couple decades now. They run the same system. So when you bring someone in who's new, he can screw that all up, and he has, right? And it cost us, I think, one bet for sure, maybe two, because I was anticipating they would break out of this slump a little earlier, and they never have, but they finally have. They beat Sacramento. That means they got it. They got that game on them. But we're going to stay with this team because they're not as good on the road as they generally are. That could change now, Gurus. One thing about these teams, we're getting close to the All-Star break. So we're going to start playoff positioning here pretty soon. The other game we're going to go to is the Magic. The Magic have had some injuries. They're all healthy now. They were playing over their heads early in the season, but they were taking care of business. They had a very good spread record the first part of the first third of the year, for sure, very solid. They've dropped off because they're the young team still. They're a young team, and they're just learning how to do all this. So we Timberwolves are the number one seed in the Western Conference. This team's no joke. They're a very good team, Timberwolves. And there's really no significant injuries. So, Orlando's going to have to step it up tonight. This is a big game for them. Got beat at home by this team. But let's see what they can do on the road against this team. That number's in the middle. We'd prefer it higher, but we'll take it. If you get 6.5 on your phone or on your betting app, go ahead and buy that up to 7, Gurus. And if you notice, the last game we have Marist again. So what I do sometimes, Gurus, especially on a smaller day, but on any day, if I like a game well enough, I'll put it on 2 tickets. All right, that gives us mixed results, meaning back and forth. But that, I believe, we're on the trending side to win this particular bet because we're trending to win in college anyways. Pretty much anything I put out there will be successful with. I was shocked we went 1 and 2 on the other round robin yesterday, but Pacific, a team that's plagued me from the beginning. I can't win a game with this team. And I told you that yesterday on the show. They can't win a game, so how am I going to win, right? So I tried to squeeze 3 points out of these. If you go to Pacific, you're lucky. But if you play on their basketball team, you're not. I mean, this is right by Malibu, right? My brother and I used to go out there sometimes. And it's a beautiful place. It's a gorgeous campus. Oh, dear Lord, there's women galore there. Are you kidding me? Near Hollywood, right? No wonder why they suck. I wouldn't be good either. I would be completely distracted if I went to Pacific, right? I'll admit it. I'd be partying and hanging out with women on the beach probably on a daily basis. Why wouldn't you be? So what the hell? They screwed us on another ticket. That's Pacific 101, right? That team's just crap. Bottom line. Now 5-point loss. Well, they didn't get there, so they can go to hell. But I'm frustrated about Pacific because I knew before the game this team's been a thorn in my side. I don't like this team, Gurus. I don't like to lose, but I know it's part of the game. I get it, but I don't like it. And we work hard not to. And now that I'm starting to feel better, and also Mark and I took care of some organizational things in our business to make sure we don't miss positions. And that's why we caught that San Diego game late yesterday. Just to come back to the first round robin. And I like to get out these round robins for you new viewers by the first half of the show. And then I'll put them on TikTok, Twitter later after the show. That's when you've been receiving them. And sometimes if we have to, Gurus, we will make changes if we need to. So what I want you to do, you watch the show because you don't get any bullshit here, right? I'm not flapping my gums about some garbage. They're still talking about, put on Undisputed. They're talking about, who's better, Montana or Brady or Mahomes. Who gives a shit? Who cares? What the hell does that have to do with winning today? They can't win, so they got to fill up their time with historical garbage. Look, I love sports. I love sports history. I watch a lot of documentaries at times when the season's not so busy. I love it. I watched Brady's interview on McAfee. It was a great interview, right? McAfee's got a good show. Hell, he negotiated his own deal with Disney. I give him a lot of credit for that. That's exceptional. And if you get a 20 or a 10, 20-minute interview with Brady on your show, guess what? You're an instant success. You can't lose. And he deserves that, McAfee. He's earned that. So when you see Brady sitting next to me, and you will one day, Gurus, you're going to know why. Exceptionalism. Mr. Brady has it. Guru has it. And now you have it too. We have it together, Gurus. Right? We're going to make it rain, Gurus. That's exactly what we're going to do. Real quick here, we're going to stay in the Metro Athletic Conference here. We got another, let's break into another chat here. Mark Durant. I agree, Mark. Marist is the best situation today. Right? Mark likes to chime in a lot here. Like that. And then he sent another one. Good. Warming up is right, my friend. We got 5 more weeks of this to kick some ass, Gurus. That's exactly what we're going to do. And I'm going to get into that before we close the show, because I want to tell you what we're going to do for – I always do that. Yeah, let's get back to this. I like to close the show with setting up for tomorrow. It's a big board tomorrow. We'll go over that. It's pretty much you know what to expect, but for the new followers, I'll share this with them. Anyway, Niagara on the road, we are the best player, on St. Peter's is hopefully not playing, Gurus. That's what we're hoping for in this game. The number tells me that. So, but we can compete even if he plays. We're betting teams that we believe are solid, even if there's some issues we can't completely cover. We're still we structure these bets where we still can cover a spread no matter what, and we can win on top of it. All these teams can win. Money line's optional, and I'll go into that in a second. But Marist money line, that's a 2-point favorite, so you don't have to bet that money line, but I would have recommended it. Yesterday, Gurus, on SIU Edwardsville, they won by 2. The spread was 3. I told you money line only. If you laid it, you lost that part of the bet. But even if you did that, I told you your primary bet's on the money line. So you're okay if you did it. If you did it, do it again, because this team should cover the spread on the 2. That's a low number we feel in this position. That's why we're betting Marist more than the other games today. Money line's optional. Well, what does that mean for you new viewers? So your primary bet is to go with the highest percent chance of winning. In this case, you take the points in both the Fairfield and the Niagara game. That is your bet, greatest chance of winning your bet. Your secondary bet is taking the money line on Niagara and Fairfield, right? And that's what we do usually on this show. And we do that so we can accelerate that multiplier on the round robin. That's why we do it, Gurus. And, you can do whatever you want. I'm your guide on the show. You have your free, do whatever you want. Use me as your guide. Use me as much as you need to, Gurus. What you got, Guru? Seriously, keep it going. So this is what we all college, 1 home, 2 road, right? Road's a little trickier in college, but Guru knows how to handicap all of them. And we go into the NBA, and I'm teetering a little bit here, Guru. I'm playing the Wizards, staying around the edges in the NBA. I'm staying at home in a row. We got the Wizards +8. I think Miami's going to win this game, Guru. I doubt they win last game and just say screw it on this game. I don't see that happening, Gurus. So I'm going to be at 10% at the most on the money line. I will probably bet it, though. That's how crazy I am. I'll put something on the Wizards. You have to. They're at home. They can win this game. Like the Lakers beat Boston yesterday. Why couldn't they? And then the Magic, again, this is another difficult matchup, Gurus. But, the Magic have been chopping. They don't have to win. I want you to understand something about the Orlando Magic. They're going to be most likely in the they call it the end play, the playoff game to lead into the playoffs. I believe they're an 8 seed right now. From when I looked today, I believe that. They're comfortable there. They have a couple game lead. This is not like a must win for them. In my humble opinion, professional opinion, Did we expect the Magic to go to the playoffs this year? I expected them to be about where they're at. I like that player from Duke they got at center, Bonko. He's a very good player. I've been following him since he was at Duke. I bet him when he was on Duke. He's a very solid player, and he's leading the team this year. He was, I believe, and you might want to help me with this, but I think he was somewhere in the Rookie of the Year area last year. I think he might have won it. But they're solid. They got to get it done. It's a mid-range number. You certainly want around that or higher if you can get that. 10's better, right? But which we noticed what we did was we mixed this Marist game today with the NBA because Marist is our best bet. So we're gonna go with that. And Gurus, we're in a good seam with college, so you can depend on that. As I'm telling you, that's reasonable in this position. And we're looking for a 2-1 in both. Man, that's the worst we want to go. We want to 3-0 would be good, even if we don't win the other one. That would be nice. So let's keep the momentum going. So here's where we're at for tomorrow, Gurus, right? It's going to be a lot of work, a lot of games tomorrow, right? The more the season goes, the more volume of games we're going to have. There's more matchups involved with these games. So get ready to be busy, right? Guru's going to be busy, and he's got your back. That's the way it works in this business. So we're going to be here. I'll start as early as 8 a.m. So set your indicators on your phones, right? On your TikTok or your X, however you're following me. There will not be a show tomorrow. There's just simply too much work. I can't get that done for you guys, but maybe Sunday we'll do a show. If we have bets later in the day, I'll pop in about 9 for a half hour. I'm sure there'll be a lot to talk about on Saturday. So look for me. Set your indicators on YouTube. By the way, if you're new on YouTube, go ahead and hit subscribe button. It's free. I need as many subscriptions as I can get. That's going to boost this show up, right? We want to make this show compete against these other networks that are basically not helping you win. They can't. Now they have their own app. So why would they help you win if they have their own app? Think about that, Gurus. You don't have to. Here, I told you, you stay here. This is how you win. And if you have someone else you're working with, bet their games too. Let's make more money. All right. You have a podcaster out there who's going to get hot like Guru and win. Rare you'll find one. If you do, you got 2 people, maybe 3. Whatever you do, I want you to win more. If you're already winning, I tell people when I meet them, you'll win more with me. And if you're not winning, you're going to start competing and winning. Either way, you're going to win. So just stay with Guru. We're going to get this done for you guys. So I showed you 2 round robins. The money line is optional. Again, on a day like this, I'd say 10% on Magic and Wizards. These are tough matchups for them, but they could both win. So you want to put some that'll accelerate that ticket. The last thing I want to go over is, again, we have a little over a week left to the Super Bowl in my city. I'm very proud of that. This is very, I moved here in 98 with my brother, and they were going to eliminate college betting at one time. We were getting worried we'd lose and remember back then they didn't have these betting apps. And you had to go with a bookie underground. You guys know that. For you guys my age or a little younger, you didn't have this opportunity here. But it has gotten more difficult because of the algorithms and the AI technology. So we really have to be on top of these situations. One thing algorithms can't change, and AI technology is a vast amount of experience. Their job is to set lines that make it very difficult for either person to be comfortable on one side or the other. And when we do bet more games, Gurus, they tend to jack up the prices. But we're going to offset that with just hard work, understanding matchups, taking advantage of every little opportunity they give us. And that's why we've had a good week this week. That was to be anticipated. I've been telling you that it's going to happen. And now it is, Gurus. So we have 2 round robins for you today, Gurus. I want you guys to, you can go on TikTok, Twitter, X, and you have been, and you can get these picks later. So please subscribe if you're new to the show today, because I just posted it on these platforms, TikTok and X. I want you to hit the subscribe button. It's free. And also hit an alert on your phone because we talk about these games. I talk about the news that matters with sports betting. I don't talk about news that doesn't matter like they do most of the time. They're not into sports betting. They're into manipulating your mind and completely throwing you off on the wrong side. They don't know what they're doing. So watch them for the highlights, though. And they do cover injuries, right? They cover some injuries. They got this guy, Mad Dog, who yells every time he's on the show. That's kind of entertaining, right? He screams and yells. He's one of the worst handicappers I've ever heard of. He has a baseball show, too. And, if you've watched him, you know how bad he is. That's what he's yelling about. It's quite comical, but it's not going to help you win unless you bet the other side, which you can. That is an option, Gurus. Don't do it on my side. Stay with Guru's side. So we're going to start sending these videos out in the morning to you, Gurus. Go ahead and hit your indicator lights. They'll be out as early as 8 a.m. to you. Plan on having a successful day tomorrow. There's going to be a good board here. We're going to find some good bets for you guys. We're going to hit some more round robins, 3, maybe even 4 teamers. And remember, Gurus, we're not the sports handicappers who release big chalk favor. These are all minus 110, 120, 130. That means you're getting max return on your money almost. That's significant to understand. A lot of people don't understand that, but you're going to start understanding because that's what's happening. So come back to Guru, maybe Sunday, hit that indicator light on your YouTube channel. That'll tell you when I'm coming on. It could be Sunday. I hope it is. I like coming on this show. Win or lose, I'm here to be accountable. Our show's about accountability. That's why we started this show. I'm accountable to you. I want you to be accountable to me, and that's how we're going to make America great again, by being accountable to one another. So I want you guys to come follow the videos tomorrow. They're going to be coming out early. Bang those. Tell your friend, hit these games. Let's go. Let's have some fun. All right, let's make some money. Let's be happy. Watch the games. Pound a few beers. Hit a few, whatever you like to do with the little cannabis. Good for the right? Good for the anxiety, if you will. Have fun, Gurus. We're here to have fun. We're here to make it rain, right? We want to make it rain. Have fun. Enjoy yourselves. I want you guys to come back on Sunday. I might be doing a show. I'd like to. I hit your indicator light, but Monday through Friday, noon to 1, live show from Las Vegas with the Guru. I'm going to have guests eventually on this show, big celebrity guests. I posted one with Wayne Newton I took a couple years ago. That's the reason I put Wayne Newton is they call him Mr. Vegas, right? So you had 2 Mr. Vegases on that picture. Sportsguru.vegas and Wayne Newton, a legend. And Guru's a legend too. That's why I got the name Sportsguru.vegas. They gave that to me for picking winners. It's in my videos. So Gurus, come back Monday through Friday, noon to 1. Look for me to do this show hopefully Sunday morning. Bang out these videos tomorrow on X and TikTok. I want to say this to you. I always close by saying thank you for watching. I love you. God bless you. Have a